He's the heir to one of the world's oldest monarchies, a young billionaire groomed for power since birth. His garage holds some of the rarest cars on Earth. He flies private and calls royal palaces home. But here's what sets him apart. Viral videos show him refusing traditional hand-kissing, signaling a modern monarchy. He's a pilot, speaks multiple languages, and holds a high military rank. His name? Crown Prince Moulay Hassan, Morocco's future king. And his life is unlike anything you'd expect. Billions in the blood. The Moroccan royal family is worth between $5.7 and $8.2 billion, making them the wealthiest monarchy in Africa and among the richest globally. Moulay Hassan's personal net worth sits somewhere between $1 and $2.1 billion, depending on the estimate. For a 22-year-old, that's not inheritance waiting in the wings. It's active wealth, managed and growing. The source is Al Mada, a holding company that functions as the royal family's financial engine. It's not just big, it's everywhere. In banking, Al Mada holds a majority stake in Attijari Wafa Bank, one of Morocco's largest financial institutions. In mining, there's Managem, controlling significant mineral operations. Telecommunications, Wana Inwi. Insurance, Wafa Assurance. Retail is covered by Marjan, a hypermarket chain most Moroccans shop at regularly. Energy comes through Nariva, and automotive distribution is locked down with exclusive deals for Peugeot, Citroën, Renault, and Maserati. This isn't a portfolio, it's an economy within an economy. If you live in Morocco, there's a decent chance you're interacting with a royal-owned business multiple times a week without realizing it. In recent years, the family divested some food processing assets for over $1.37 billion. Strategic pullback or profit-taking, the result was the same: liquidity and repositioning. King Mohammed VI's personal fortune is estimated between $2.1 and $5.7 billion, and he oversees the broader investment strategy. Much of Moulay Hassan's wealth flows from this structure: stocks, bonds, strategic holdings. It's generational wealth, but it's also active capital, constantly deployed across sectors that matter: banking, energy, infrastructure. The empire's reach is hard to overstate. Al Mada's holdings touch significant portions of Morocco's GDP. The royal family doesn't just participate in the economy, they shape it. When decisions are made at the top of these companies, they ripple outward, affecting employment, pricing, and market access across the country. For Moulay Hassan, this means his financial education isn't theoretical. He's not learning about markets in a classroom. He's watching portfolios that influence millions of people. The stakes are real, the numbers are massive, and the responsibility is already his, even before he takes the throne. So how does a young billionaire prince spend his fortune? Let's look inside his garage, his hangars, and his palaces, living like royalty. Moulay Hassan received his first luxury car at age 10. Most kids that age are learning to ride bikes. He was being handed keys to vehicles worth more than most homes. His current collection includes a Maybach, Aston Martin, Ferrari, Lamborghini, and Porsche. The crown jewel is a 1957 Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Roadster, valued at over $1 million. It's not just rare, it's automotive history, the kind of car collectors spend decades hunting down. For air travel, there's a Gulfstream G650 worth $67.4 million. It comes equipped with a $20 million missile defense system, because when you're royalty, security isn't optional. The jet has a range of 14,000 kilometers, seats 8 passengers plus crew, and can fly non-stop across continents. Some reports also mention a custom Boeing 737 in the fleet, though details remain private. He lives primarily at the Royal Palace in Rabat, the same place he was born. But home is flexible when your family controls multiple palaces across Morocco. Access isn't the issue, choice is. In 2019, he rented the Serenity yacht for a trip to Skiathos, Greece. Cost around $500,000 per week. That's not ownership, it's convenience. When you want a super yacht for a week, you get one. But he's not all cars and jets. Moulay Hassan is a Barcelona fan, plays football, swims, skis, and plays basketball. He shares a passion for horse riding with his father, King Mohammed VI, who personally oversees his equestrian training. And his fashion sense, always sharp, always noted, has become part of his public image. These possessions aren't just a luxury, they're the visible output of centuries of accumulated royal wealth meeting a modern business empire. Moulay Hassan isn't just living well, he's positioned as one of the world's wealthiest young heirs, with the resources and training to carry that forward when he eventually becomes King Hassan III. Now, let's learn some more about his personality. the heir who broke royal tradition. The videos went viral for a reason. Crown Prince Moulay Hassan, standing beside his father at official events, would gently but firmly pull his hand away when dignitaries bent to kiss it. The gesture was traditional, centuries old in fact, but the prince wasn't having it. He'd offer a handshake instead, polite but clear. For a monarchy that traces its roots to the 17th century, this was more than a personal preference. It was a signal. Moulay Hassan bin Mohammed was born on May 8, 2003, at the Royal Palace in Rabat. A 21-gun salute marked his arrival, not just a celebration, but confirmation. He was the heir apparent to the Alawite dynasty, one of the world's oldest continuous monarchies, and the only son of King Mohammed VI and Princess Lala Salma. They named him after his grandfather, King Hassan II, a deliberate choice. One day, he's expected to rule as Hassan III. He has one younger sister, Princess Lala Khadija, born in 2007. But as the eldest and only male child, Moulay Hassan's path was set from birth. The challenge was how to prepare him, not just for the throne, but for a Morocco that would be vastly different from the one his grandfather knew. His upbringing reflected that tension. On one side, ancient royal protocols, formal ceremonies, strict hierarchies, the weight of tradition. On the other hand, a modern education is designed to equip him for 21st century governance. Most heirs grow up in one world or the other. Moulay Hassan was raised in both simultaneously. Those who've observed him describe a young man who's shy in demeanor but sharp in presence. He dresses impeccably, always has, even as a child, and carries himself with a maturity that seems unusual for his age. There's an intelligence there, quiet but unmistakable. He doesn't seek attention, but he commands it when necessary. The hand-kissing refusal wasn't rebellion, it was calculated. In a country where the monarchy still holds significant power, small gestures carry enormous weight. By choosing handshakes over hand kisses, Moulay Hassan was subtly repositioning the relationship between the crown and the people. Less distant, more approachable, still royal, but different. It's a balancing act, honoring tradition while signaling change, and it's working. Public perception of the prince has been largely positive, especially among younger Moroccans who see in him a bridge between the past and a more modern future. But to understand the prince's wealth, we first need to understand his preparation for power, groomed for greatness. Moulay Hassan's education began at the Royal College in Rabat, an institution his great-grandfather, King Mohammed V, founded in 1942. It was the expected path. What came next wasn't. After primary school, he transferred to the Preparatory College in Aeronautical Techniques in Marrakech to study piloting. His father studied law, his grandfather studied law. Moulay Hassan chose aviation. He became the first Moroccan royal to pursue flight training, a departure that raised eyebrows but made sense. Modern leaders need modern skills. By the time he graduated secondary school in 2020 with honors in economics and social sciences, he was already fluent in 5 languages: Arabic, Amazigh, French, English, and Spanish. That's not just impressive, it's strategic. A future king needs to negotiate. Diplomacy requires nuance, and nuance requires language. He enrolled at Mohammed VI Polytechnic University, starting in humanities and social sciences before shifting to international relations. In May 2025, he completed a master's degree in international relations. He was 22. His military career moved even faster. By his teenage years, he held the rank of colonel in the Royal Guard, Army, and Air Force. In 2025, he was promoted to colonel major. For context, most people his age are finishing undergraduate degrees. Moulay Hassan is commanding military divisions. He's also undergoing a year-long leadership program designed by advisors like Mostafa Terab and Karim El Ainawi, incorporating US-style governance courses. But the intent is clear: prepare him for complex, modern statecraft. His diplomatic resume started early. At 3, he attended Morocco's International Agricultural Show. At 14, he was the youngest participant at the One Planet Summit in France, standing alongside President Emmanuel Macron. He's hosted Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, met Pope Francis, and represented Morocco at state funerals across Europe. In late 2025, he inaugurated the Africa Cup of Nations. In January 2026, he attended the semi-finals. He's presiding over military graduations, opening national fairs, and increasingly stepping in for his father at high-level events. Crown Prince Moulay Hassan is 22 years old, worth up to $2.1 billion and already representing Morocco on the world stage. He pilots planes, commands military divisions, and speaks 5 languages. He refuses hand-kissing but accepts the throne. He's a Barcelona fan who travels in a $67 million jet. The contradiction isn't accidental, it's the entire point. He's building a modern monarchy on ancient foundations, and the world is watching to see if it holds. The question isn't whether he'll become king, it's what kind of king he'll be. Which part of his life shocked you the most? Share your thoughts below.